time for strawberry shortcake. Okay, so I've got everything here. I've measured everything out. 200 grams of cake flour. I added half a teaspoon. I'll put this on the recipe. I'll put half a teaspoon of baking powder just to make sure. Okay, I've got 200 grams of melted butter, nice soft butter. I have 200 grams of sugar and the zest of 2 lemons in there. I have 3 eggs, and I have a whisk. I'm going to whisk these 3 eggs together. These are room temperature as well. Just give those a little whisking over, very good. Nothing too crazy. My trusted wooden spoon. I'm going to give this in here like this, and I'm going to put this in here now. You want it nice and soft, incorporated. Now I've got a whisk, but this part, I find this part of cake making, this is where you want to get all that sugar melted, and you want to whip this. You can really go at it now. You need to whip this, all right? And you need to whip this before you add the eggs, okay? You can make this, was it Tuesday today? I'd make this Friday. You could do it Thursday. And what you do is just bake the sponges, wrap them up nice and tight in cling film, put them in the fridge. Don't assemble the cake till the day of, which is Sunday for Mother's Day. Okay, and then you'll be good to go. Now, this recipe here, this is one, Victoria sponge cake. Mum, I've got to do it for you. It's a shout out to you, my love. I don't want to cry here because I haven't seen you for so long, but I'm supposed to come out and see you, but soon, my love. And I promise you it won't be as good as yours. Nothing I make ever is as good as yours, Mum. But you are my inspiration. And this is for you and all the mums that are out there. Strawberry shortcake on Mother's Day. Okay, so here we are here. All mixed by hand, right, Jennifer? That's my wife. Inside joke. So here we are. Oh, look how that's coming along now, you see? That's important that you get that. This bit here with cake making, this part is the bit where you really want to make sure everything's all whipped and good to go. Don't underdo that. And if the butter's not soft, you need to get it soft. That's why you might need to microwave it, okay? Right, okay. So now I'm going to go back to, I'm not going to use the whisk anymore. And the reason why is because I'm going to add the egg. And when you add the egg, what you want to do is you want to make sure that everything is all light and airy. Now, I've got 2 pans. I need to finish these up first. I should have done these first. Oops. So, go in here, butter. These are 20 centimeters. It's on the recipe card. That is a big deal, okay? So if you've got one that's 22, I wouldn't use it. If you've got one 18, that would be okay. 19's good. This one's 20.3. So it's, it's a little bit big, but I think we're going to be okay. And then what I do is I cut out some middles with parchment paper just to make sure it's double good. So I have that there. Very good. I'll leave that there. There we go. Now, so, oh, beautiful. That's what you want. All right, you want it nice and creamy. See how different that is? That's key. It's critical. Now, here's the next part. These eggs. I'm going to add 3 eggs. These are 3 eggs, but I'm just going to sort of add 1/3 of a time, and I'm just going to give them a little stir. And that's why I've got the wooden spoon, because I want to use this so it incorporates it, but it doesn't. Wooden spoons in baking are not to be underestimated. Right, mums? You can use them for many things. You can bake cakes with them, and, well, the rest I'll leave to your imagination. Mum, with my 2 younger brothers and a wooden spoon, my goodness. Anyway, that's for another day. So I hope the weather's nice for Mother's Day. So what I've got is, we've got some ciabatta bread gone, which I'm going to put up there. So guys, what are some things you could do? You can make a nice fruit salad for the morning. All right. So you could look up a nice breakfast to make. You can make your omelets. You can make a fruit salad. Okay. The main thing is that, you know, Mother's Day is a lovely day. It's an absolutely smashing day. Always is. So look at that. See, I'm gonna go one more. So you saw, it's all one of those days. For our Mother's Day, for my wife, it'll probably involve hamburgers because that's her favorite. So hamburgers and strawberry shortcake. So that's what she will have. So that's kind of fun. I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to scrape all this off. These spatulas are good for that. So I'm just going to go in here like this. I'm just going to give that just a little going over. There we are. Smashing. Beautiful. So that's nicely whipped, and I've incorporated the eggs. We don't need to do it any more than that. Less is more. Now, what have I got? So I've got the baking powder, and I've got my 200 grams of flour, which is, was it 3/4 of a cup, and I've written it all down. Yeah, 3/4 of a cup and 1 teaspoon of baking flour, or self-rising flour. And then all you want to do is give this a little tap, just like that. I'm not going to do it all, I'm going to do half. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently fold this in. Just gently fold this in. All right, just like that. Now my oven is preheated to 350. And you want to put this, guys, in the middle of the oven. All right, the middle of the oven. Don't put it on the bottom, because the bottoms tend to get a little hot. Okay, so now I'll show you a little trick. I'll be back. Pop this in the oven. Just going to let that preheat a bit. Okay, so let me just go do some more. I'm going to go probably about a third. Here we go. So I'm going to incorporate that all in here. And then I'm going to put the batter into my cake tins, and I'm going to bake them for about 30 minutes. So I will be, I incorporate this. Notice I'm folding it. Just be careful here, because you want to keep, just like we did the ciabatta bread and the focaccia bread, you want to keep the air in it, so you don't want to over mix it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this here like this. I'm just going to incorporate just a little more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my cake tins. Oh, that's coming together now. I'm going to put this in the cake tins, and then I'm going to put this in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay? And I'll just put them on top of those, of that cookie sheet. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. I kind of go like this, cut it in half, and plop that in there. There's one, and there's two. Now, when you put them in there, put them in for 30 minutes, and do not open the oven. Okay? You want to keep the oven nice and hot, and keep the temperature even so it doesn't fall. Okay? As they say, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So get my wooden spoon, get it all off in here. So you better move that so you can see. I'm hoping my videos are improving. So, you know, make comments. And you can also make comments on what you would like me to do. Okay, so whatever you want. If you have any ideas, I'm on my YouTube account. You can look on there. And you can tell me what you would like, and I will gladly see what I can do and do things for you. I should maybe do something from home, but we'll see. I kind of like coming to school because it's a familiar surrounding for us all. So that's kind of why I'm going. Anyway, so put these in there, 30 minutes, and I'll be back. So we've got our 2 sponge cakes, easy peas, bit of strawberry jam. What you want to do is we're going to put some I always like jam in there. I'm going to put a good dollop of it. See that? About that much. All right? Maybe add a bit more. So, good dollop on there like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat this. It'll get nice and runny. And I'm going to cut up some strawberries. And then we're going to put some strawberry jam on here. Then we'll put some, we can put some strawberries in here, whatever you want. You can put icing in here. I made a little more icing so you could have more. And then you can decorate the cake, and then there you are. So, gonna shuck some strawberries. Got a little bird's beak knife. Those little ones, you can use any one. I like to use these guys. And just go in here and put the knife in, give it a little turn. Get these out. We'll slice these up. How's that coming along? Let's get a little hot. A little too hot there. I'll take that off the oven for a bit. Let it cook down. There you go. Remember, that's going to be super uber hot, right? Sugar, the melted sugar is very, very hot, so you have to be very careful. So I'm going to shuck these, wash them, give these a little cut, get that all ready, and that's it. Get myself a nice platter, and we've got strawberry shortcake for Mumsy. How about that? That'll be nice. There we are. Easy, isn't it? I'm going to put strawberries in there. More the merrier, right? Beauty. Beautiful. There we go. A little bit more. There we are. Put that on top, just like that. And I'm going to put a little bit on here like this. Sponge cake is lovely, so you don't really need a whole bunch of icing. But if you want a whole bunch of icing, hey, do it. Go for it. All right? So there we are there. As you can see, cake decorating is not my forte, but hey, when it's Mother's Day, you get to do what you have to do. So you could decorate it any way you want. You could use only strawberries on one side that looks nice like that. And you're going to cover that up like this. And I'll tell you what, for dessert on Mother's Day, I don't think there's much better. You could maybe put a dollop of ice cream with it, but my goodness, yowza. So there we are. Mother's Day. Strawberry shortcake. And then what you could do is you could put a tap some, just before you serve, some icing sugar, and perfect. There you go.